The story of France's Megafire is a powerful reminder of the devastating impact of climate change and the challenges faced by emergency services in the face of extreme weather. As a creator, I want to dive deep into this topic and explore the personal stories, the political implications, and the broader trends at play. So, let's start by asking, what makes this fire so significant, and why is it a wake-up call for the entire country? First of all, the sheer scale of the fire is mind-boggling. 42,000 hectares of forest land consumed in just a few days. That's an area larger than the city of Paris. But what's even more shocking is the speed at which it spread. Within 6 hours, the fire had traveled 6 kilometers, overwhelming firefighters and forcing the evacuation of the village of La Porge. This is not just a local disaster. It's a national crisis that has captured the attention of the entire country. One of the most striking aspects of this story is the personal impact it has had on the residents of La Porge. Nicholas D. Domenico, a local public works contractor, watched in horror as a spark from a faulty machine ignited a fierce blaze. His home was damaged, and he had to evacuate with his family. This is not an isolated incident. Thousands of people have been forced to leave their homes, and many are still awaiting permission to return. But the story of the Megafire is not just about the devastation it has caused. It's also about the heroic efforts of the emergency services and the volunteers who have come to their aid. The firefighters, soldiers, police, and gendarmes have been working tirelessly to contain the blaze, often risking their own lives in the process. The senior firefighter in La Porge, who spoke on condition of anonymity, described the struggle as a war of attrition, a long, slow battle against the relentless flames. What makes this story even more compelling is the political dimension. The French government has been accused of being asleep at the wheel before the fire and then failing to commit sufficient resources fast enough. The question of the origins of the fire and the availability of resources necessary to fight it is bitterly contested. This raises a deeper question. Are we doing enough to prepare for the impacts of climate change, or are we sleepwalking into a crisis? From my perspective, the Megafire in France is a stark reminder of the urgent need for action on climate change. The extreme weather conditions that have led to this disaster are not isolated incidents. They are part of a broader trend. Across Europe, emergency services are struggling to cope with the increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires. In the UK, Spain, and Greece, the situation is dire, with new records being set for the number of fires in recent years. What makes this really interesting is the role of climate change. Scientists say models of climate change have long predicted such extreme weather, though some disasters appear to be striking earlier and with more strength than expected. This raises a deeper question. Are we doing enough to prepare for the impacts of climate change, or are we sleepwalking into a crisis? In my opinion, the Megafire in France is a wake-up call for the entire country. It's a powerful reminder of the devastating impact of climate change and the challenges faced by emergency services in the face of extreme weather. As a creator, I think it's important to highlight the personal stories, the political implications, and the broader trends at play. So, let's keep the conversation going and explore the solutions to this crisis together.